Hey, I'm Erin with When in Rome, Georgia, and I'm here today at Southern Seasons, and I'm here with the owner, Haley Johnson, and we're going to find out what Southern Seasons Tea Room is all about.
All right.
Okay, so for anyone that might not be familiar with Southern Seasons, how would you describe what Southern Seasons does for the Rome community?
All right, well, we are on brand for Rome. So Rome is the second largest Victorian historic district in Georgia, and we have a vintage Victorian tea room. So we completely fulfill the brand here and that promise of people who come to Rome and want something unique and vintage, you know. So we have our vintage tea room, and we serve tea on Saturdays at 2:30, and anybody can make a reservation and come in. Okay. And then we also do a lot of private parties, and I think people in general think we are generally like a venue that people have private parties and they can't come in, but you can totally come in on Saturdays at 2:30, or during the week. We also have tea times during the week that you can come in.
Okay, and for private parties, what types of private parties do you offer?
We do so many bridal showers and so many baby showers. We had a huge baby shower last Saturday, like 30 people.
Oh,
it was so cute. And then it's interesting, we do a lot of bridal luncheons on Fridays when people are coming for weddings and they can't check in their hotel yet or anything, and so they'll have tea from like 2:30 to 4:30 or 2 to 4 before the rehearsal dinner, and so they'll come and gather here and then go off to the rehearsal dinner and check into their hotels and all those things. So yeah, so that the timing works out really good for Friday afternoons.
Oh, okay. All right, and we love a good origin story. So how did you first get involved with Southern Seasons, and what makes it so special to you?
Well, I was just looking, I spent 30 years in corporate America, working outside of wherever I lived pretty much, and I just wanted to really invest in the Rome community. When we moved up here 6 years ago, we loved it, and I just wanted to get involved. My girls were at Model High School, and I was like, we want to be on Broad Street and be involved. So we were looking for a business. It wasn't necessarily this one, but the Downtown Development Authority turned me on to Ada, who was here, and she was kind of ready to move on to another phase, and so we just really fell in love with the idea of it and, you know, renovating the buildings. And we bought these two, 125-year-old buildings, and my husband replaced the ceiling and put in a catering kitchen for me and did all the things. And so we just really just love the idea. My best friend Courtney does all the decor, and she's a great designer. So it was really just fun to collaborate with them and have like this vision of where we could take this. So,
and I absolutely love ceilings in buildings, and that will be the first thing I look at, and this is a gorgeous ceiling.
We'll take some pictures. You can walk around and take some pictures afterwards. So.
I'm forever telling Wes, like, look at this ceiling. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay. It's a labor of love. My husband, it's been that each side is custom because this building being so old is not square at all. Like each side took an entire day. Oh, wow. Like to just cut and finish, and so and he's a perfectionist, so I'm lucky in that.
Yeah.
But good.
Wow. Okay, so what would you say is your true area of expertise, and what really makes Southern Seasons stand out from the crowd?
So first of all, my area of expertise is I'm just a jack of all trades. Like, I love business, I love marketing, I teach that, I'm just really into that. So for me, just doing the business is like my passion. Like, it's a business, what are we gonna do? Just all the things related to business. So that's kind of my passion. With it. But what makes Southern Seasons special is the people that we have here. So two parts of that. One is my little Hannah that works here from Cedartown. She's adorable, and she has a connection to Santa, so we get we have like the real Santa, and then and my other people that work here, they're amazing, and then the guests. The guests are just outstanding. Tea people will come from all over. We've had people come, I think we've talked about this before, but like from Jackson, Mississippi or Kingston, Tennessee. We have like sorority sisters that'll meet, like one of them lives in Tampa, one of them lives in Indiana, and they'll meet here. We've had people drive, they're driving from Nashville and they're like, we're gonna put you on our route as we're going to Atlanta, and they'll come by. So just like our guests, we have a whole bunch of people down in like Ackworth, Dallas area that like to drive up. We have a senior center down there, and once a year they bring a bus up here and bring all their other residents that want to come. And so it's just, I mean, when they're here and they're celebrating, and like especially the brides and the babies and all the, it's just really special. Hannah and I always say we have the best customers, hands down, like the nicest, most gracious customers. Some of them bring Hannah presents, and I mean, it's just a whole thing. Like, it's just every day it's really fun to be with the customers. Like, truly, like, we're like, who's coming today? It's like hosting at your house. It's like, so I really do like to host. I would say, I guess that's probably my contribution. I'm always doing dishes. I'm washing dishes, but we talked about that last time you were here too, I think, how the dishes are such a big part of it, and we joke in the tea room, sort of the industry and like private groups, like, yeah, it's really just all about the dishes. We like the tea and the food and all the stuff, but it's, before a party comes in, I will be in here, oh, what dishes are we gonna have? Is it a baby boy? We pull out our blue, we try to, align it, or just all the different things, so just so that when people come in, it's like super special.
Okay. All right. And what is your best kept secret about Southern Seasons? Is there something people might not realize about your business that they definitely should know?
We have our own teas. So we actually have loose leaf tea, that's Southern Seasons loose leaf tea. We blend it, and we have about 40 different varieties of tea that we sell. And we always have samples out so people can come in and taste a few samples. And we sell tea to go, so they can get tea to go. But the tea itself is really top tray tea. So I have a client from London who gets her tea before she goes home. She'll come in and she's like, oh, I had to come get my tea. And I'm like, what? So we have really good wholesale vendors that we buy from that are top grade ingredients. And so the tea is really good. It's really good. I didn't grow up being really like a tea person, but now that I'm in it for 3 years, almost 3 years, I can recognize a lot of difference between some teas, and our tea is really good tea. When we drink other stuff, all of us are like, what? We love our tea. Our tea's so good. So yeah. And you can buy it online, so that's an extra bonus. Yes.
Okay. And you can go in and read descriptions and then.
Oh yeah, but we have a TikTok shop as well. Oh, so you can go on our TikTok shop and order tea, or you can order it through our website. And the descriptions are there. It tells you all about the ingredients and everything. Yep.
But the experience is coming in.
Yes, come in. Yes, and Hannah's like an encyclopedia of tea ingredients. She'll say, I would like something with, hibiscus. And she'll be like, oh, yes, let me show you. And she has all, she knows wonderful. It all. I mean, I know a lot of it, but she just loves it. She just loves every bit of it. So she'll tell you all about it. So it's really fun.
All right, and if someone's ready to book an event, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
They can call us. To book an event, the best way is just to call us at the phone number 706-528-4546, or they can send us a DM on one of the Facebooks or whatever, Instagram. It's better to just call us because then you can check the date. Because the good thing is we have been so blessed this year. So March, April, May, every single Saturday we had a private event. So we were booked all 3 months. February, several events, and then moving into June and July, we have a couple of dates open. But so it's been really, really great.
Good. Okay. All right. And people love knowing what happens behind the scenes. To give our viewers an idea of what it's like to run Southern Seasons, what does your day-to-day team look like?
Ooh. Yeah, well, we get here and we set up the samples on the floor, and we have sometimes it's one person, sometimes two, depending on what we're doing in the tea room that day. Okay. On Monday, Tuesdays, it's slow, that social media day. We do a lot of just orders to go, things like that, filling tea orders and setting things up, cleaning things up from the weekend, making sure everything's all perfect. And then during the rest of the week, when we have a lot of guests in here, we have our people in the back whipping cream and zhuzh madeleines and piping and all the things. So yeah, we've got a lot of activity going on in the kitchen and all that. So yeah, so it's it's busy. We put the samples out, we get the doors open, put the sign on and all the things, and so it's pretty fun. It's pretty easy going. We have fun.
Okay, all right. And running a business is a lot of hard work. What's the biggest thing that keeps you and your team inspired and motivated every day?
We love the customers. And every event, we had a customer call us, and it was really sweet. She called after the event, and she said, it was just an hour after the event. And she said, I didn't have time to really talk to you as we were leaving. We were all taking pictures and all that kind of stuff. And she said, but I want to thank y'all so much. And she said, their go-to used to be Swan House. And so they were from Carrollton, Douglasville area. And she said, but one of us had been there, and we were like, no, go to Rome. And And we didn't know this when they came in, you know, so we're just like doing our normal thing. And she said, we're so grateful that we came up there. We love it. You're our new favorite. And she said, it was a bridal shower. And she said, you know, you only get one chance to do it right. You know, and she's like, and I was like, whoa, that's a lot of pressure, you know, but she's like, you only get one chance. These are the kind of days you only get one chance to do right. And so we were really grateful that we came, and I was like, wow, okay. But now that really, it does change your perspective a little bit. I mean, we always were thinking this is special for them, but it was nice, like, for her to recognize that. And my staff, and she's like, oh, the staff is so great. And, you know, so it's really special. It's really sweet to do that. And that's, I mean, so everybody that comes in, it's their baby shower, it's their, you know, whatever it is, their birthday. We've done 80-year-old birthday parties. We've done 16-year-old birthday parties. We, you know, everything in between. So so it's nice. It's inspiring to be a part of their, you know, their celebration and then making memories. And we want it to go well.
Okay. All right. And these, I call these rapid fire questions.
Okay.
It's just, what do you enjoy most about working at Southern Seasons?
I like the creative side. So I like thinking about, what are we doing for decor? What are we doing for our themed teas? What do we, you know, I do a lot of tea blending. What kind of tea do we need? So we started with just some simple black tea, and then we had herbals, and then we added chai, and then we added lapsang, and now we're working on, we have some new oolongs. And so I like kind of the creative kind of side of the business part of it. You know, obviously customers and staff and stuff, but we've talked a lot about them. So.
Okay, and what's the most challenging part of your job?
Ooh, I would say time management, just in general. You know, I mean, like all of us, we work multiple jobs. I have a full-time job, and then I do this, and we have just the time management of it, just the finances of it. You know, small businessing is not for sissies.
No, not
it
at
is
all.
Definitely not. So as I've been in this, I think it's kind of like life in general. The older you get, the more you appreciate your parents and your grandparents as you hit those phases of life, right? And so I think it's kind of like that. Like if you've never owned a small business, which I never had before, my parents owned one in their kind of retirement, but you just do not appreciate how nice it was to say, oh, talk to legal, talk to accounting, talk to whoever when you're in corporate America, and then you become all those things, you know, so talk to payroll, talk to, you know, so I think small businessing is just very hard, and I think that I don't think none of us appreciate the small business owners as much as we really should. It's a lot to run a small business. So thank you to small business owners who have helped me all these years.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, and what is one piece of advice that you would give to someone who wants to make a difference in our community?
Ooh, just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, I mean, so my personal motto is go where you're needed and do what you can. That's it.
I love that.
Like that's just it. Like that's all I can do, right? I can only go where I know I'm needed, and I can only do what I can do. So that's been my motto for a lot of years. Just go where I'm needed and do what I can. And so just try to be aware of where you need to be and just do it.
Okay.
So,
all right. I love that. All right. And what is your go-to source for personal inspiration or encouragement?
Well, I mean, I think we all, anybody who's Christian and has a faith, right? That's a faith-based inspiration. But I do take a lot of inspiration from my parents and my ancestors, my grandparents, and they were all so hardworking. And recently I became part of the Daughters of the American Revolution.
Okay.
So we did some research to figure that out, which is really special. And just looking at how much everybody's put in to get you where you are. Right? And like my husband works so hard, like we're just workers. We're hard, you know, that's what we do. We work. Yeah. And so I think sometimes it's just, you know, what would make them proud? You know, what would keep their legacy? What would make them say? My nieces were here, and then my sister was telling me this last weekend, and she was telling me they were so impressed. Like, this is Aunt Haley's shop. Like you know, and just like thinking, like we're doing this thing. Like it's hard, you know, but we're doing it, and it would make our ancestors proud because we're working, we're leaning into it and doing it. So
that's awesome. Yeah. Okay. All right. If you want to, you can follow them on Facebook.
Yep.
TikTok, Instagram.
Yep, Southern Seasons Rome.
Okay, and what is your website?
It's southernseasonsrome.com.
Okay, and tell us your phone number one more time.
706-528-4546.
All right, and
call
you're
us.
Right here on the 100 block of Broad Street.
That's right, in the Cotton Block, right across from the brand new, beautiful herb shop. You got to go in there. And Market. It's the herb shop in Market now because Larry has some amazing, so many new things he's doing over there as soon as that gets open.
And I just have to say, you are a huge supporter of all the other businesses.
It's one of my
campus.
favorite things. It literally is. Like, I am a fangirl to everybody who is working hard at their business. Like, we have amazing businesses here. So we want to host a tea for the boutiques to bring wear their clothes in and do like a little event where we can do like a media day where we can do pictures of them in like tea attire, which would be really fun. We're going to do that in June. So you guys should come.
Yes.
When in Rome should come and video it. It'd be fun. It's not
yeah.
And that's the fun part of it, right? Like a rising tide lifts all boats.
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Erin, for being here.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Bye.